Hey there, hope you're having a wonderful day. It's Cheyenne from Pump Acquisition, and today we're going to be going over the exact strategy that we implement for our clients to help them scale to over $30,000 per month in generated revenue. This strategy is going to be for any agency owner or coach currently under $15,000 per month, and this is an exact strategy that we use and you can start implementing for yourself today. So starting out, we're going to be going over finding service market fit and testing the waters. So this is essentially finding a very strong offer that resonates with the market, collecting data, and then modifying your offer with that new data to ensure it's even that much stronger. So I've got a full video breaking down this portion over here, but we're just going to go over this very quickly. So you're going to start out with your thesis, which is just a general offer and the idea for your target market. You're going to create a VSL. Then you're going to have some outbound specialists go ahead and conduct outreach across a few different social media channels, such as Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, for a total of 100 to 500 outreaches per day. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to collect data off of this process right here, being all of the outreaches, and you're going to see how the market responded to your offer. After doing so, you're going to restructure and re-optimize your offer. You're going to optimize your conversations and narrow down your outreach channels based off of which ones performed best. And now you're going to have a stronger offer and a better conversation flow. And of course, you can repeat this strategy right over here in terms of bringing it back to the market, seeing how it performs, and then collecting more data and then re-optimizing again. Eventually, you're going to keep optimizing and going through that flow until you're booking a consistent flow of meetings and you have a very strong offer and you've got a very strong conversation flow. After doing so, you can move on to the next step, which is going to be scaling and building out systems. So let's go over that right now. So this is the exact process that we use here at Pump Acquisition and we implement for our clients to scale them to over $30,000 per month. Step one is going to be to generate free attention for your business. You do this by producing valuable content. So what you're going to do is research your field, for example, personal training, formulate content ideas, for example, workouts and diet plans, whatever it may be, going over macros, recipes, all kinds of content like that. That's just an example being personal training. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to formulate scripts if you feel like you need them. After doing so, record raw footage for all of your content ideas and then go ahead and edit that yourself or send it over to an editor. Once it's done, go through a pre-publishing review, and then if you approve of it, go ahead and start posting 1 to 3 pieces of content per day across all of your social media platforms. Now that we've started generating free attention for our business by just posting videos, we can jump into step number 2, which is going to be client acquisition and audience monetization. So we've got our first step over here, which is going to be directing viewers and audience members of our contents to join our private community. Our private community can be in the form of a Facebook group or a Discord channel, but I just recommend a Facebook group personally as it seems to work a bit better. You're going to have 3 to 5 qualifying questions for everyone who joins your private community so you can get an idea of where they're at in their current stage and if they might be ready to work with you and jump onto your offer. Now, everyone who's qualified from the 3 to 5 qualifying questions, you're going to either DM them yourself or hire a virtual assistant to DM for you and tell them all, hey, this is what I do. This is what I've been able to do for my clients in the past. If you're interested in learning more or you have any questions for me, we can just jump onto a call and take it from there. Now you have a consistent flow of sales calls being booked on your behalf if you're using a virtual assistant, or you can actually just go ahead and do the DMs yourself if you have the time to do so. The next step is also going to be to collect emails. So everybody who joins your private community, you're also going to be able to take their email down, and now you can start with email marketing as well. 3 to 12 valuable emails per week, as well as call to actions within those emails, which help book more sales calls. So now we've got 2 strategies to booking sales calls that come right from the private community. And of course, our private community members are coming from our content. So I hope this makes sense to you guys so far, as everything is actually connected. The next step is going to be to direct audience members to watch a VSL. So this is the most powerful strategy in terms of audience monetization over everything we've just gone through. And it's going to actually be using a webinar or a video sales letter. So within your private community, you're going to post 1 to 3 times per week. Hey guys, at the end of the month, I'm going to be hosting a webinar. If you're a personal trainer, you can say something of the sort, like, for example, I'm going to be hosting a webinar going over my latest tips and insights in regards to fitness training as well as dieting. And you guys are going to be able to get some really quick responses from me to any questions you might have, as we're going to be over video chat. We can also just hang out and have a good time. So after posting that 1 to 3 times per week, at the end of the month, you actually go through with the webinar and host it, as I just mentioned, by answering questions, sharing your latest information, and just hanging out with people. The purpose of this is actually to display yourself as a figure of authority and an industry expert by answering questions and sharing your knowledge. Now, after doing so, you have the opportunity to actually upsell people. So what you can do from here is say, hey guys, I've got a discount for everybody who joined today on my main program. So this is essentially for a gift for all the webinar viewers. So you tell them at the end of the webinar, hey guys, I've got a gift for you, a discount of, let's say, 30% on my main program. However, the discount is going to be limited to the first 25 signups, as that's all I can handle at the moment. So now, by limiting the amount of discounted signups, it's just a marketing tactic known as scarcity. The viewer feels like they have to buy faster, as if to not miss out on the discounted opportunity. So now, after hosting the webinar, you're literally flooded with signups, and it's such an excellent strategy as it's repeatable every single month, and it costs you nothing at all to do. So now, like I said, you're flooded with signups because we've taken all the correct steps to actually signing people onto our new program. What happens is we've generated attention. We've actually provided valuable information and contents to our viewers, which warms them up a bit. So from a cold lead, they're now coming into a warm lead state. And then we've actually brought them into our private community and nurtured them more with valuable contents. So now they're a 100% warm lead. We've brought them onto a VSL now, or a webinar, in which we actually share our information, share our latest tips and insights, and we answer their questions, which makes them very, very qualified, as they now know exactly what we do, what type of knowledge we have, and the type of people that we help. And then at the very end, we put the cherry on top, which is the discount and marketing tactic known as scarcity. So we're just flooded with signups on a consistent basis of quality customers. So also, we've got another point here. If for any reason you don't have plenty of signups at the end of the webinar, which we always do, you can also upsell your group again. So once again, anyone who doesn't buy that one time at the end of the VSL, we can actually just redirect them back to the private community, just in case they found out about the webinar or the VSL and they weren't a member of the private community. They can join that community, and then they'll be on the next webinar, and then they'll be on the next month's webinar until they're ready to purchase, until they've had enough information from you, so they realize, hey, this guy knows exactly what he's talking about. He knows how to solve the problems that I'm having trouble with, and I'm ready to work with him. So this is the process that we use exactly for our clients, except with a few modifications, of course, to make it that much more successful and that much more easy on our clients. And majority of this is actually implemented by ourselves in-house. So once again, the only difference is that you would have by working with us. We actually research your field for you. We actually edit videos for you. We build out your private community and qualifying questions. We hire a virtual assistant and place them within your private community to actually book you sales calls. We help you set up your email marketing campaigns. We help you build out your virtual sales letter as well as your webinars. And of course, we also give you a lead magnet, which is just a bonus that if you guys want some information about that, it's just essentially another video sales letter, but the purpose of it is actually to direct members who view the video sales letter straight into the private community over here, so they can be booked onto sales calls or booked onto a webinar in the future. So this is actually the new best way to bring on new clients for your either agency business or your coaching business in 2023. I hope you learned something today. If you have any questions about this process, you can reach out to myself, or head over to pumpacquisition.com and you can book in a free value session with us in which we'll go over this entire strategy in depth and answer any questions you might have so you can start implementing this yourself. Thank you for your time, and I hope you guys learned something today. Be safe and be well.